Hello folks, welcome to a glorious late fall Sunday afternoon here in Ontario. It just couldn't be any nicer. We've got blue sky with a hint of clouds and actually hardly a breeze, which is unusual for this time of year. Well folks, today we're going to sight in my shotgun. Now normally I don't have to sight in any of my guns because they're already sighted in from years ago. But this is a new rear sight, at least new to this gun, that I put on here. I originally bought this shotgun in 1975. I was 15 years old and it was the first year I was allowed to take off some time from high school for deer hunting. I bought it in Hugh Ramsey's gun shop in Napanee, Ontario. I tried it in an 870 Wingmaster out, and this one fit me better, and it was $135. As well, it had a little scratch on the receiver, so he knocked a little bit of money off, and I think he gave me a box of shells. So a few years went by and I decided there was something better than using a shotgun bead to shoot slugs. And I had seen them in Outdoor Life magazine, sights on a shotgun. So I thought, well, I'll go into Ramsey's gun shop, buy another shotgun barrel, and my father's a machinist and he'd agreed to mount a set of sights on it for me. So I went in to see Mr. Ramsey, told him the story, and he said, no, don't do that. I have a shotgun barrel with sights that'll fit your gun. So he sold me this barrel here. And the original sight that was on it, I wasn't very happy with, and I filed it and really filed it until it wasn't much good. So then I put on a folding leaf rear sight, and I had that on there for years. And I really didn't like it that much, but it was okay. Well, I decided last fall I was going to change this rear sight. And in my father's odds and sods box was this sight. I think it's a Marbles. And it was missing the little screw that holds the insert in place. So I went in my odds and sods box and found a little brass screw, and the head was too large. So then I slowly, painstakingly filed the head down until it fits. And I've mounted it on this shotgun, and today we're going to sight it in. Couldn't be any better, there's really not much breeze. And the ammunition I'm going to use, being a proud Canadian, is actually Canadian. I'm using Challenger 1 1/8 slugs, and they actually shoot quite well through this shotgun. And I've shot quite a few deer with them, and they do quite a number on a deer, to say the least. And to tell you how frugal I am, these are from 2004. I always write the date on them. Well, let's throw a slug in it, shoot it, and let's see where it hits. Wow, that's an awful wallop. Well, I can see where it hit from here. I'm shooting at a measured 50 yards, and it hit, oh, I'll bet you 6 inches high and 8 or 9 inches to the right. So that means I have to move my sight to the left. So I did bring some tools. So I'll adjust these sights and we'll take another shot and see where it's at. I lowered the rear sight. I moved the rear sight to the left a little bit, and I actually moved the front sight to the right a little bit as well. Let's see where it shoots now. Well, I sure couldn't have been any happier with that shot. I was about a ½ inch to the right of dead center and pretty well right on for elevation. I like it to be about 1.5 inches high at 50 yards because that puts it right on at about 75. So I've actually taken the rear sight and put it where it was originally, and then lowered the insert this time. So I moved the elevator ramp back to where it was, lowered the insert, and I moved my rear sight just a bit more to the left. Let's take another shot and see where it is. That was incredible. It's actually so close to being in the same hole as number 2. It took where I wrote on the target the number 2 off with the magic marker, and it's probably dead on for left and right for windage, and maybe it went up 1/4 inch at the most. Folks, I've had a wonderful afternoon sighting in my shotgun. It's a beautiful day, and I had a lot of fun using my shotgun that I bought when I was 15 years old, 47 years ago. My, how time flies. To think that I saved up $135 back then, and it seemed like an enormous amount of money. Well folks, I'm really happy with those last 2 shots, with the group it shot. I'm happy with where it's shooting. I'm going to pack it up and I'm going to head home, and there's still lots of afternoon left ahead, and I'm going to go have some fun. I think I might take my wife for a buggy ride on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Folks, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you again on Out of the House with Paul.